is Friday, November 23. Let's begin by telling you that Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu says no confidence motion a no-go. Here's that report.
In order to move a motion against a government that has been elected by the people of this country by a majority of vote, you have to be confident that the motion could pass. It could succeed. In this case, the PPP has moved the motion knowing that it has a minority of votes in the National Assembly. It is the government that has the majority. And therefore, initially and on the surface of it, a no confidence motion cannot succeed. It is a no-go. It is a no-no.
The Prime Minister stated that a letter was sent to the parliamentary opposition stating that the no-confidence motion will be discussed after the budget presentations, debates and estimates. He also remarked that it is the government who sets the date for the discussion of the no-confidence motion.
We are not running away from a no-confidence motion. We are prepared for a discussion of any such motion, but we believe that there are some issues that take precedent over such a motion.
The Prime Minister expressed his conviction that the motion will be defeated once it is presented in the National Assembly.
We will debate this motion. We will have this motion discussed, and we will defeat it because it is not a viable motion.
For InfoHub, Anara Khan.
Do check your television program schedules for the full airing of that video. It can also be viewed on our website and social media page. Let's now turn our attention to the just concluded International Civil Aviation Organization ICAO's air transport meeting, where the government signed a Memorandum of Understanding and an air service agreement. This will see direct flights to and from Aruba as well as Ghana. Renetta Lafleur tells us more.
The MOU was signed on Thursday at the Arthur Chung Conference Center. Director General for the Guyana Civil Aviation Authority, retired Lieutenant Colonel Egbert Field, said the initiative began a few months ago after Aruba Airlines signaled its intention to begin flights to Guyana.
Temporary approval was given to them to conduct their operation. We did not wait until this document was signed. It was in the power of the Honorable Minister and the government to give temporary approval, which we did while this process was entered into. The legal team exchanged their reviewed material, and this has culminated in this signing today.
Acting Director General from the Aruban Civil Aviation Department, Anthony Kirchner, said he considers the signing as the beginning of discussions for further MOUs and agreements.
It was quite a work, a lot of pressure to fulfill all the gaps and to continue, especially for the Aruba Airlines, as a start. I hope we will get more airlines between Aruba and Guyana. And the connectivity, because we don't have a straight flight. We hope that we can arrange, with the help of Aruba Airlines, to get a straight flight, not through Cuba.
Meanwhile, during today's session, the governments of Guyana and Ghana signed an air services agreement setting the foundation for airlines to operate between Guyana and Ghana. Minister within the Ministry of Public Infrastructure, Annette Ferguson.
With this agreement, and also the benefits to be derived is that we should be able to see a shorter travel arrangement, travel time, right, between passengers who would want to travel from the Caribbean, specifically Guyana, to Africa.
It was disclosed at the meeting that a recent assessment found that it usually takes more than 38 hours from a Caribbean country to Africa. Minister of Aviation for Ghana, Joseph Kofi Adda, explained that the agreement came at an opportune time.
We're hoping that the reality, the true meaning of what we've signed today would be one that aircraft, the airlines start coming to Georgetown, Guyana, and to other cities of the Caribbean and South America. I think this is what we're all about. We're trying to cut down the time. We're trying to bring all the socio-economic benefits to the peoples of the countries involved. And this is what we politicians can do to show that there's political will, to show that there's commitment.
The three-day 2018 ICAO conference wraps up today. Renetta LaFleur for InfoHub.
The government commits to pursuing sustainable development at the 3rd African Diaspora meeting, which opened this morning at the Arthur Chung Conference Center. The meeting forms part of the 2018 ICAO Air Transport meeting. Let's join Renetta for the details.
Minister of Foreign Affairs Carl Greenidge said Guyana will work towards enhancing commercial cooperation, facilitating tourism, and promoting trade-related opportunities at the 2018 African Diaspora meeting.
Guyana, like the rest of the Caribbean and like African states, is committed to pursuing sustainable development. We hope, therefore, that this event will serve as an important step, not only in future cooperation in trade and services, but in best practices.
The origins of this meeting has its inception in South Africa and Ghana in 2012 and 2017, respectively. Minister Greenidge noted that Guyana values the undeniably rich historical ties with the African region as well as the Caribbean people.
Africa and the Caribbean have maintained cultural links over the years since independence. And these were strengthened when diplomatic and political relations were established between the independent states. They were further deepened during the course of the last phase, and a still ongoing phase in a sense, of the decolonization struggle, and especially in the support it provided to frontline states during the course of the struggle to overthrow apartheid, a struggle which Guyana played a prominent and material role.
The meeting was followed by the signing of the Air Services Agreement between Guyana and Ghana, which will see direct flights between the two countries. Renetta LaFleur for InfoHub.
In other news, Minister of Public Infrastructure David Patterson has exposed a Stabroek News article which carried claims by an opposition MP without fact-checking the article prior to its publishing. Details in this report.
The article contained inaccurate claims made by Opposition Chief Whip Gail Teixeira about the Civil Aviation Bill 2017 passed on Monday night by the House. It quoted the MP as describing the bill as having the potential to embarrass Guyana and listed several of her issues with the bill. These included the bill's alleged non-compliance with the International Civil Aviation Organization standards and its stiff fines for intoxicated passengers. In a Facebook response, Minister Patterson said the newspaper printed an article without fact-checking the MP or even seeking a comment from the Guyana Civil Aviation Authority. Minister Patterson outlined that following its second reading, the bill was sent to a special select committee on March 9, 2017. There, it was examined clause by clause over a period of 21 months for amendments. MP Teixeira was a member of this special select committee. However, she only attended 4 out of the 18 meetings.
If the member came to the meetings, attended the select committee meetings, she would have learned and agreed with us that the bill is ICAO compliant. So we had the help of technical staff from GCAA, we had the help of the Parliamentary Council, and who was there, consult the parliamentary consultants, and the meetings, our meetings were half day long.
The Civil Aviation Bill 2017 brings Guyana's aviation laws into conformity with legislation regulating aviation sectors in other parts of the world. For InfoHub, Anara Khan.
Still to come, young agricultural entrepreneur working to improve youth life in her community. And Restaurant Week begins. Stay with us.
If you or someone you know was having a heart attack, would you know the signs and what to do?
Hello, I'm not feeling that well. Can you pick me up and take me to the hospital, please?
Know the risks and signs. It saves lives.
Welcome back. Tiffany Rodias now tells us that a young entrepreneur is out to change the image of Agricola and improve the lives of youths in the East Bank Demerara community.
I can be different from this current situation. I can forge ahead even though I have come out of school some 10, 20 years ago. I can talk to someone. I can reach out and ask for help instead of staying where I am, instead of receding in negativity.
This is the message Christine Prophet hopes to instill in the youth of Agricola with her I Can project. Prophet is an entrepreneur and resident of the East Bank Demerara community, which has gained notoriety over the years.
We want to project some confidence back into young people. We want to instill some positivity as the negativity has drifted them away.
Today, Prophet consulted with government and non-governmental agencies to develop a strategy to meet the project's aim of strategic mentorship and networking and mobilizing villagers. The ICANN project is part of the Innovation Projects 2018 under the U.S.'s Young Leaders of the Americas initiative. For InfoHub, Tiffany Rogers.
The Ministry of Public Infrastructure has advised that traffic on Sheriff Street between the railway embankment to Drury Lane will experience some disruption from Saturday, November 24, from 7 hours to 17 hours daily. This disruption is to facilitate pipe laying works for the road enhancement project. The public is also advised that the eastern lane from Rupert Craig Highway to the railway embankment on Sheriff Street will be closed from Saturday, November 24 for subgrade works. Southbound traffic for Sheriff Street is requested to use the Conversation Tree Road or Church Road, as the road will be opened for the northbound traffic only. Road work is scheduled to commence at 7 hours to 17 hours daily and is expected to be completed on Monday, December 18. Motorists and pedestrians are also asked to exercise caution and observe all directional signs in the area. The ministry regrets any inconvenience these operations may cause. Guyana Restaurant Week is once again underway with mouth-watering dishes to tempt your taste buds and prizes to match your pockets. Anara has more to tell us.
Tucked away in Duke Street, Kingston, the restaurant was buzzing with activity as patrons took the opportunity to dine at a reduced cost. Sous chef Alejandro Judge said the inspiration behind the dishes for Restaurant Week was a collaborative effort.
The menu is basically ideas of a few of the chefs. You know, we discuss it, we think what's better for the public, for the guests. And we try to make a little blend of Italian cuisine. We have a Polish dish as well. We have a Guyanese dessert, which will be the black cake. You know, so we try to make a blend of everything.
While all choices on the lunch menu are equally delicious, Chef Judge shared his top picks.
I personally recommend all of them, but for those who love Italian cuisine, I recommend you the beef lasagna. That would be my first recommendation. Taste the black cake, it's really good. It's really, really good. So that would be a good option for your dessert too.
While the restaurant caters for lunch, they have a 7-course dinner menu with a scrumptious variety. For InfoHub, Anara Khan.
Here is a reminder that Monday, November 26 is Budget Day, so follow our Facebook page for a special in-depth look at Finance Minister Winston Jordan, the man behind the government's finances. That's all for this evening. Connect with us on WhatsApp and social media and follow our website at dpi.gov.gy. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Goodbye.